and welcome to Something Witchy, a Sabrina the Teenage Witch rewatch podcast. I'm Laura Cotter.
And I'm Sky Orchard.
Guy, guess what I did today?
What?
I went bowling.
Do you not normally go bowling?
I haven't been bowling in probably almost 20 years.
That's crazy.
We went as like a leadership team thing at work.
How'd you do? What'd you score?
It wasn't horrific. It wasn't good. But like for not having bowled in a very long time, I was like kind of happy. So the first round, I scored an 84, which includes a strike and a spare. And another strike that I don't think I earned that the system just gave me. But I took it anyway. And my other one was much worse. It was a 77, and I got a strike in the second to the last. Like, so yeah, in the last frame, you can bowl 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
First one in that last frame, I got a strike. And the second one, I got 9 pins. And anytime I knock down 9, I'm never getting that last one.
I used to quote Hamlet to my ball while I was bowling it down in high school, and sometimes it helped.
I'm pleased with the effort I made. That's the thing that happened to me this week. Anything from you?
I worked. I existed.
Yep. I may fall asleep halfway through this episode, and you're just going to have to carry it. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night.
Oh, no. I will do my best to entertain.
Thanks. So our question is, what's something embarrassing that's happened to you? I think I have blocked out almost everything. I know I've done embarrassing things. Like I know in 2nd grade, I called my teacher mom, as everyone does at some point or another. It was not like super embarrassing, but I'm a person who reads a lot. So I don't always know how to say words if I've only ever read them and I've never heard them said out loud. And in the mid 2000s, early 2010s, when there was like a big kick of like organic food and health food and all that stuff started going off, there was a certain grain that I saw written everywhere and never saw pronounced. And I was going somewhere with my sister and we were talking and I said this word and I said it as quinoa.
I was about to say, was it quinoa?
And my sister looked at me and was like, do you mean quinoa? And I was like, that's not how it's spelled.
I mean, that's true.
That's what I got.
Okay. Picture it. It's January 2023.
Oh, recent-ish. Okay.
Midst of the Sundance Film Festival. I am sleep deprived. I am running on who knows what. So after a very long day, my friend and I go and get dinner at the bar at like our HQ hotel and eating food. They have some TVs in the bar space. And one of the TVs is just playing silly animal 5 to 10 second photos on it. There pops up on that TV a cat in a monocle and a top hat. And I cannot express how cute that little cat was when you are completely sleep deprived. And so I point excitedly to the TV to point to my friend. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. Alex, look at that. Are you looking? And it's right as the Indigo Girls are walking past our table. So I'm pretty sure they think I'm crazy, specifically Amy Ray, because that happened. And then I think it was the next day, I was at a panel at one of our spaces and it was sort of like open walking around and whatnot. And I'm just sort of zoning out like you do when you're sleep deprived. And then I realized my line of sight was to where Amy Ray was standing.
Oh, no.
In that same space. And it was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a restraining order soon.
Oh.
I am so sorry. I'm just a poor, sleep-deprived IT person. I promise.
Maybe the Indigo Girls listen to this podcast and now they know. And now Amy knows.
Apologies.
So I posted the video of you trying the Dirty Coke and I tagged Fizz in it because that's where I got it from. And Fizz like replied, commented on it.
Nice.
So sponsorship, Fizz? I loved it though. So somebody, at least in social media, has recognized that we exist.
Some baby steps.
Yay! All right. So we're talking about embarrassing things because we're discussing season 3, episode 2. And I keep wanting to say season 2. That's not a thing anymore. Season 3, episode 2. Boy, was my face red.
Quick side note that I'm going to put into my story.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
Oh, I thought I was done too. And then I keep remembering more trauma. As one does. I didn't even realize it was the Indigo Girls walking by. I was so obsessed with the cat that Alex had to turn to me and be like, "You realized you just like yelled at the Indigo Girls, right?" Oh no.
I don't know how many celebrities I would actually recognize in person. Although I still think that me and Jill saw Ryder Strong at Pioneer Theater during last year's Sundance.
I believe in you and your scene writer.
Our TV guide description. To ease Valerie's embarrassment, Sabrina casts a spell which helps Valerie, but the spell turns her face red. Streaming?
An embarrassing moment leaves Sabrina red in the face.
I feel like they're equivalent.
Yeah.
Originally aired October 2nd, 1998. David Traynor returns as our director, and Carrie Honigblum and Renee Phillips return as our writers. We have quite a few guest stars. First up is Karen Lore as Dr. Werner from One Life to Live, NYPD Blue, and The X-Files. Next, we have Corbin Allred, who we have seen before. He plays Justin Thumb. We saw him in Teen Angel, if he looked familiar to you. We didn't go through the cast lists during the time travel episodes because I was trying to get through them and didn't want to do all of that. So he is the alive boy in Teen Angel, not the dead one. He was also in Robin Hood Men in Tights. He was also in The Work and the Glory 3.
Oh.
He was born in Salt Lake City, and did I talk about my potential connection to him in the TJF episodes? Okay. He was born and raised in Salt Lake City, specifically in a suburb called Midvale. My sister's best friend growing up took clogging lessons, and apparently Corbin Allred also took clogging from her same studio, and they were paired up to do a routine together, and he had a part where he was supposed to lift her, and then he dropped her on her butt.
Oh no. Embarrassing.
That's my connection to Corbin Allred. He dropped Tracy on her butt.
Corbin.
He's also going to return for one more episode this season. We have Curtis Anderson returning as Gordy. And I put in Corbin's Work in the Glory credit because I know Curtis also worked on Work in the Glory films. So I was like, maybe that's how they found each other. I think those were after Sabrina, though. So, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Corbin just recently left the LDS church, like within the past couple of years. Devlin James Wahlberg is student number 1. Credits include Seinfeld, Star Trek Voyager, The Drew Carey Show, and there are no acting credits for him after 2009. Rocco Vienage as the bartender from The Wedding Planner, Nash Bridges, Sister Sister, and The Clueless TV show. Roger Clinton as Frank from Fred Claus, The Nanny, Spy Hard, and Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings.
Ooh.
Robert Chapin as King Arthur. He's mostly known for working in visual effects, including Star Wars Episode 7, The Big Lebowski, and the Wheel of Time series that was on Amazon. And lastly, we have John Gowans as Thomas Jefferson. His credits include Oppenheimer, Charmed, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Judging Eve. What are your overall thoughts for this episode, Sky?
I struggled with this episode.
Yeah.
Part of it was because I didn't have my subtitles.
Oh.
They started autoplaying in German, and I was very confused.
It's English's cousin, angry cousin.
And then I went to change them, and it was only German or Portuguese as my options. So I realized just how much I rely on subtitles these days to catch, like, things people say. A lot of pausing, a lot of going back to get some quotes. That was my first struggle with this episode. The second is the main storyline is pretty blah, but Salem's storyline. Love Salem. Keep that. Nix the rest.
It was a Valerie heavy episode, which I am not always a fan of. I feel like, though, this had to happen to Valerie. This couldn't have happened to anybody else because Valerie would be the only one who would let it spiral out of control.
Yeah.
And once Valerie, got the spell on her and didn't care about things, I like that Valerie.
Very confident Valerie.
I love a confident Valerie. Maybe the spell will last longer than an episode.
They're gonna forget all about this, those writers.
Oh, I can hope. I do want to like Valerie. I am trying to find the good in her. I'm still angry about the Disney World episode, and I think it's going to take a while for me to get out of that.
Well, she's finally out of timeout for her behavior in the Disney World episode. Because this is the first time she's back since then.
Was she?
I don't think she was in last week's.
She was, because Sabrina runs into the cafeteria and asks her if she's seen Dashiell and Harvey.
Oh,
so she was not a heavy presence.
That's how significant her presence was to me then.
She was briefly there. Okay, let's get into our episode. Our cold open Salem is on the computer in the kitchen. He's talking to a camel that used to be an Amway salesman who tells him that he can be turned back into a human if someone who loves him kisses him.
Amway, short for the American Way, was founded in 1959 and is an MLM selling health, beauty, and home care products.
Were they one of the ones that was founded in Utah? Or do they just do a lot of business in Utah?
Probably just a lot of business in Utah. But there's a common theme between MLMs there. Health, beauty.
I think I was thinking of New Skin. I always get Amway and New Skin mixed up. Same difference. I didn't know it stood for American Way, though, and that makes so much sense. Zelda warns Salem not to believe what he reads in chat rooms, and Hilda asks who would kiss him. Hilda won't kiss him, and Zelda isn't in love with him.
If I helped turn you into a man, the Witches' Council would turn me into a cat. What a sad, pathetic existence that would be, Hilda pipes in with.
Okay, so Zelda's reasoning is I'm not in love with you. Like, I can kiss you, but it's not going to turn you back. Hilda's reasoning is if I kiss you, it will turn you back, and then I'll be in trouble. Is Hilda in love with Salem?
Great question.
Does this explain how she got caught up in his plans in the first place?
I like where this theory is going.
Imagine your ex-boyfriend is living in your house as a cat and you have to deworm him for the next century, and then he's watching you dating other people. What is this? This is weird. This is weird. Anyway, Sabrina also refuses to kiss him. Salem can't believe no one will kiss him, so Hilda zaps in a dog that starts licking him. I didn't note it last episode. I do like Sabrina's hair this season. Our outfit intro. She is dressed as a cow and says, I feel utterly ridiculous.
You are utterly ridiculous, Sabrina.
Sabrina talks with Valerie in the cafeteria about their jet propulsion project.
Our jet propulsion project's really going to take off.
Valerie isn't paying attention because she's thinking about Justin. Par for the course. Harvey tells them everyone is getting free sodas because the vending machine is broken. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't talk about Harvey's moral dilemma over the free soda.
Yeah, it's Harvey being Harvey.
That was like his one plot point in this entire episode was to talk about the free soda.
And it was boring. Pass.
Justin arrives and Sabrina tells Valerie to go ask him out, but her mouth gets too dry when she gets nervous. Sabrina gives her one of the sodas to drink while talking to him. Valerie decides to give it a shot. It starts going well, and Justin asks her out, but then she drinks too much soda and burps in response. She runs out, and Sabrina chases after her. Sabrina tries to get Valerie to go back and talk to Justin, but Valerie is too embarrassed. Sabrina tells her no one heard, and she drags Valerie back into the cafeteria, where Libby introduces Valerie Burphead. Very good insult. Well done.
Very good.
Libby is fast on her feet. Hilda is trying to get Zelda to go to the movies, but Zelda is cleaning her ears for her date on Friday.
Let's go watch Titanic. We could change the ending, says Hilda. Hilda, no one's going to pay $7 to watch you kiss Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you think Hilda would save Leonardo, though? Or let him go?
No, she would still let him go. Also, $7.
Amazing.
$7. What a dream. Zelda shows that her ears are in a jar, and Hilda declines Zelda's offer to clean hers as well. Then Salem yells for them from the kitchen. He has a cookie jar stuck on his head.
It wasn't a problem until I ran out of peanut brittle.
He says he's been stuck in there for an hour and is running out of air, but it's just a ploy to get CPR.
And my lips are sweet with brittle, as he tries to get them to kiss him.
Also, he's not unconscious. He should be pretending to be unconscious. Salem's bad at this. Hilda and Zelda decide to take him to the vet instead as a way to teach him a lesson.
Not the vet. Cold hands, cold table, and the probing. Oh, the probing.
Also, that cookie jar looked plastic, so I'm wondering if it's the kind of plastic they can't zap.
Oh, that's a good idea there. Look at you.
Is it number 7?
I believe
number
so.
4. Number 7. The scene flips and they're at the vet. Zelda reminds him not to talk. The vet comes in and coos over Salem.
I love it when they baby talk, he says.
She then leaves to get lubricant, and Salem declares that he loves her and is going to try and get her to kiss him. The vet comes back and pops the cookie jar off. Salem purrs and nuzzles against her.
Kiss me, pretty lady. Turn my world around.
Sabrina asks Harvey if he's seen Valerie. Libby pipes up that no one has seen her. Sabrina tries to fight back with Libby, but Libby doesn't take the bait.
Libby, why do you get so much pleasure out of other people's pain? I'm just a positive, upbeat person, Libby tells Sabrina.
It's bad that I like Libby more than Valerie. They shouldn't make the rival more fun than the best friend.
And yet they do.
Salem is complaining about how the vet didn't kiss him, and now he has to wear a cone.
We learn he cut his head on peanut brittle.
Also, that cone, like, I know they couldn't make it like a cone, like tied around the neck because of like the animatronics and stuff. That cone had like 3 inches of space around it, and it was so big.
It was very big.
Hilda zaps him, so he plays music like a Victrola. You're not going to tell us about a Victrola?
Old-timey record player, Victrola.
Also, Google doesn't know what Victrola is because it's trying to tell me to change it to Victor. All right, Google spell check. Now I don't feel bad about my quinoa story. Hilda and Zelda dance around when Sabrina comes home. She tells them what happened to Valerie, then goes off to call her. Sabrina is calling Valerie in her room from her Sabrina psychic phone. Some nice product placement. But Valerie is hiding in Sabrina's closet.
When Sabrina asks Valerie how she got inside, Valerie says, "It was weird. Someone slipped a key under the door, but no one was home except your cat." Think Salem was trying to get a little smooch there.
Oh, I was about to ask why the heck would Salem let Valerie in. That would make sense. There we go. Also, where were the ants? They've been home all day. We've already established Zelda won't go out because of her ear situation. Valerie can't go back to school. She's too embarrassed. She feels safe in Sabrina's closet and is just going to hide there every day. Sabrina runs downstairs to talk to the ants who are still dancing, now in flapper outfits. She asks for a spell to cure embarrassment, but there isn't one. Valerie just has to write it out.
Although Hilda says, or put poison in the town's reservoir as a cure for embarrassment.
Sounds like she's speaking from experience.
Indeed.
That is a wild suggestion. Embarrassment is just one of life's lessons. Sabrina is unhappy with this answer and goes back upstairs.
I want to live in a world where you can escape your problems and not learn anything.
And I like Hilda's like, and you think we don't? Salem then yells out from the garden. We find Zelda's ears all stretched out on the clothesline because Hilda hung them up to dry rather than reshaped them and laid them flat. Zelda hopes they shrink back in time for her date on Friday, and Salem starts singing, "Do Your Ears Hang Low?" Sabrina and Valerie are eating ice cream and commiserating. Sabrina starts to work on their physics project, and Valerie says she'll help and will brave that one class for Sabrina. She then asks to borrow Sabrina's weird jeweled book, but Sabrina freaks out.
Oh, that's right. You're an only child.
I was like, okay, good for Valerie, that she's recognizing she's being a terrible friend if she doesn't get her act together and go to school and help with this project. A point for Valerie. One singular point. Salem has called the vet's office and is asking her to come over and smother Salem with kisses to help his recovery. Sabrina comes down and hangs up the phone to talk about what a good friend Valerie is for going to school tomorrow for their project. The bar for being a good friend is in hell. She went to school where she has to go to school in order to do the project so she doesn't receive a failing grade. But yes, good on Valerie for going to the place she is legally required to be during the day. Sabrina asks Salem if there's any way to get rid of Valerie's embarrassment, and he tells her there actually is a spell in the book for that.
He lets us know that embarrassment is cross-referenced in the magic book under Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was our 38th president and a star football player. I think there might be a connection between football and some of the embarrassing things I'm about to tell. So, Gerald, after my own heart, is known for being a major klutz. Some of the things he did: he fell down the stairs of Air Force One multiple times, crashed on ski slopes multiple times, and then there was the train incident of Kalamazoo, Michigan, where he stumbled, missed the door, and hit his head after giving a speech from the train.
Oh no.
So, maybe some football trauma, thus causing a little bit of bumbling klutziness.
Maybe messed up his depth perception.
Also famously, in the 1976 presidential debate, he asserted that there was no Soviet dominion in Eastern Europe, despite the fact that Soviet dominion was in Poland, Romania, Yugoslavia, and other Eastern countries at that time.
What must have that been like to have a president that denies reality? Can't imagine. I just squirted water up my nose. I don't know how I did that. Okay. Sabrina whips up a spell at the laptop.
To remove embarrassment, one must laugh at oneself. Add a pinch of ha-ha root. We have it. And yet we're always out of vanilla?
The spell creates a banana peel that Valerie must slip on in public. Valerie feels like everyone is staring her at school the next day. Libby rubs it in even further.
Love your belch. I mean, belt.
Sabrina throws down the banana and Valerie slips on it, but laughs at herself. Justin helps her up, and Valerie says she would like to go out with him. Valerie is very cool about the whole thing. And in the background, there's a "Don't blow your future up in smoke" poster.
Valerie lets Justin know that when I burp, it means yes. When I spit milk out my nose, it means no.
Spitting the right verb?
That's what she says.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say spit milk out of my nose.
Wouldn't that be like a snort?
Or like shoot? I feel like shoot is more often the verb that's used.
Spew?
No, that's gross.
I mean, milk is coming out of your nose, so it's already gross.
I've never had that happen. I've never laughed so hard that anything's come out of my nose.
You've jinxed yourself now, so congrats for 2026.
I just threw water up my nose, not out. And I still don't know how I did that with a straw, but okay. Sabrina is pleased with her spell and picks up the banana peel. Thanks for not littering, Sabrina. Sabrina and Valerie are giving their presentation, and it is going well. Sabrina drops a note card and picks it up, but farts when she picks it up. Everyone starts laughing and making comments.
Most people just use visual aids, Libby tells her.
Sabrina runs out of the classroom and her face turns red. She runs down the hall with toilet paper stuck to her shoe. She rips her skirt on an open locker, then trips and spills tampons out of her bag, which I don't think I've recognized as a small child. Preteen. No. I should have known what a tampon was at this point. I don't think I realized they were tampons. I think they just thought they were pens or something. Everyone laughs at her. Sabrina arrives back at home with a very red face. Hilda and Zelda told her not to cast that spell. The embarrassment was displaced and transferred to Sabrina. Sabrina throws herself on the couch and the aunts try to comfort her by playing embarrassing moments from famous people. First, Queen Victoria has a sweat stain on her armpit while waving. Then King Arthur rips his pants while trying to pull the sword from the stone. John Hancock spills ink all over the Declaration of Independence. And Mona Lisa burps while sitting for her painting. Sabrina is not comforted, though. And she says none of them were in high school. And I feel like we've heard this line from Sabrina before.
Excuses.
Yeah. Like, she's always pulling the, like, not in high school card. I'm like,
it's worse for me because I'm in high school.
It's not better when it happens in your 30s. Like, still rough. Valerie shows up at the door and tells Sabrina she can't go back to school. Everyone is laughing at her. Sabrina runs upstairs to look for somewhere to hide and goes through the linen closet. She arrives at a tropical beach resort, sporting long brown hair and no longer red-faced. She talks to the bartender, who says she looks familiar. He then spots a wanted poster behind the bar with Sabrina's picture and realizes that's who she is. He calls out to the rest of the resort, and they all laugh at her. Sabrina's face turns red again, and she runs back to the mortal realm. Sabrina gets back to her room where Hilda and Zelda are waiting for her. They say that they spent their pubescence in that island as well, and Hilda was a redhead for her time there. Sabrina asks to be homeschooled, but Zelda again tells her she can't run away. Hilda tells her to look at the big picture and zaps a large map with blinking lights where high school students are doing embarrassing things. Sabrina tells them that she farted in the class. She summons a piece of cheese and then cuts it. That's how she tells them. And Hilda changes her mind and says they will homeschool her, but Zelda stops her. Zelda tells Sabrina not to worry about what people think, then goes to postpone her date with Frank. At which point I said, what happened to Mr. Kraft? Okay. Sabrina asks if it's because she's embarrassed by her stretched out ears. Zelda denies it and says she'll keep her date. Salem yells from where he's stuck in a basket, cone side down, and Hilda agrees to take him back to the vet. Examining Salem, Dr. Warner says she'll need to shave his bottom to treat his cut.
And how did he get cut on his bottom if he went cone side down into a basket?
Maybe he hit something when he was laughing and fell off the desk.
The pens from the cauldron got him, and that's why you should not have pens in the cauldron.
You also didn't put his line about where she says, I'm going to need to shave him. And he says, but then she'll see my po-po.
I could not hear it completely, and I did not have my subtitles.
Zelda is on her date, and it's going well until he pushes back her hair to try and whisper in her ear. He screams.
I like that her earrings were still attached to like the very bottom
were?
Dangly bits. Yeah, there was gold at the very end.
Nice. Sabrina is getting ready to go to school, but dives back into bed. Salem yells at her to get up and tells her she can use her magic to make other people do embarrassing things to get people to stop talking about her. Sabrina likes this plan. Salem says it's in repayment of her putting little shorts on him to cover his shaved butt. And she leaves for school. Everyone laughs at Sabrina in the hallway, and she is about to zap someone, but Valerie and Harvey walk up behind her. She walks away and tries to zap someone else, but can't bring herself to do it. She fails again and again to make someone embarrass themselves. She finally decides just to write it out. Gordy approaches her and talks to her about how she's just human.
At least I finally got a day off, he says.
Poor Gordy. Sabrina feels better and her face goes back to normal. Gordy leaves and she finds the used banana peel in her locker. This time she doesn't care about littering and throws the banana on the ground since it doesn't have any more magic. Just then, Libby comes walking down the hall with a giant cake for the football team. She slips on the banana peel and falls onto the cake. Sabrina is tempted to laugh, but doesn't. In the end tag, Sabrina, Zelda, Hilda, and Salem are in the vet's office to get Salem's cone off.
Well, everyone's back to normal. My face, Salem's behind, and Aunt Zelda's ears. Aunt Hilda, well, someday.
Season 3, Sabrina's getting sassy. The vet leans in and kisses him, but nothing happens. Salem yells out in frustration, causing the vet to faint at the sight of a talking cat. He jumps down to try kissing her to see if that will do anything. Hilda announces they need to change vets again. There's our episode. What's your new title for this one, Sky?
I don't know if there's really a good title to replace what the main title is already, just based on the lack of further content. So I would name this one a very whimsical To Kiss a Cat in honor of Salem's journey.
Did you like how they almost said the title of the episode inside the episode?
Oh yeah, where Salem's like, boy, is your face red.
Was it Salem or was it Hilda?
I think it was Salem laughing at Sabrina.
All right. I added another thing at the end of our episodes. Because remember, last episode, we established that there's going to be an arc this season where Sabrina has to solve her family secret. We've had no clues as to what the family secret is, and we didn't even mention it in the second episode.
Yeah, where'd that cousin go?
We established this very important plot point in episode 1 and have not talked about it at all. Fantastic. So, Sky, going off zero information, what do you think the family secret is?
That the Spellman family is prone to ear problems. We see a glimpse into Hilda's ear, which is a barren field, and Zelda says, well, at least there's not locusts this year. Zelda obviously has her ear problems, and Sabrina doesn't listen, which is a major ear problem.
Oh, gosh. Well, we'll see if you stick with that or if you change your mind whenever we get any information about this family secret. I think I need to pull up my DVDs because I swear in episode 1, there was something that like in the end tag, they were like, oh, by the way, your cousin Doris gave you a clue and here it is. And they hand it to her at the end. But maybe that happens in the next episode. I don't know. Maybe it never happens. Maybe I've, gaslit myself. Join us next episode for season 3, episode 3, Suspicious Minds. And because the last part of the episode is just Sky playing different games, Sky, what do you think Suspicious Minds is about?
Everyone's gonna turn against each other and not trust each other. People are gonna be accusing people of other things. It's gonna be McCarthyism in that high school and just go very, very crazy. And we're not gonna learn anything in Suspicious Minds.
We've already had the Crucible episode, which is McCarthyism. We're doing McCarthyism round 2.
I mean, you can blame people and try to get them in trouble many times. We'll never get old.
I don't think we have any reference to the family secret in the next episode either. Looking at the guest stars, I don't think any of these are family members. So, all right. Well, please like, share, rate, and subscribe to this podcast. You can email us at somethingwitchypod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at somethingwitchypod and TikTok at something.witchy.pod. Until next time,
stay magical.